this life is constantly fading. Ecclesiastes talks about this. The Psalms talks about it. We're like the flower of the field and the grass, and we're just fading away. The sun rises and poof, it's gone. That is the nature of this life. It's just fading. And if I can say this, the older you get, the more you realize this. It's really hard to grasp this when you're really young. It's difficult to wrap your mind around the idea that everything's going to fade, that everyone you know will slowly die in this life, that your body will begin to degrade and deteriorate and fall apart, and this is going to happen to every single one of us. I think young people look at old people and they think they're some kind of different form of person, and they don't realize, like, you're just the same young person. Your body's just over the hill. You know, you're the same as you always were. Your soul is the same. You just have more experience than other people, but that's why the Bible always elevates elders and older people, because of the experience they have and the wisdom they have. And they haven't killed themselves, so they probably have something good to, contribute. But I think that this fading aspect of the current world is really disappointing. And that's connected with this word unfading. It means it's not disappointing. You won't be ashamed of it. But this world is disappointing. It is really disappointing. And sometimes we have these hopes, these high hopes for how I'm going to have the perfect marriage, and I'm going to have the perfect job, and I'm going to do this and do this and do this and do this. I'm going to travel and da. But then life, as you move forward and on with it, it tends to be disappointing, this life. And can I say, how could it have been anything else? You live in a fallen world, in a fallen body, and it's all falling apart. Sorry, that's the bad news. The good news is that our inheritance, which we look for and we point our eyes at, is unfading. The glory and joy of heaven on day 1 is the glory and joy of heaven on day 6 trillion and counting. I don't know how long it's going to take for the initial honeymoon phase, you know what I mean? Because it's just so perfect. So if I can say this, heaven is so glorious. This world is fading, but sometimes this world is what we see in color, and we tend to see heaven in a faded way in our own hearts. I need to be encouraged and reminded that my hope is alive, and that my home is heaven, and that my eternity is there. And no matter how much I'm desiring things in this world, I mean, are you thinking oh, Lord, don't come now because I'm not married yet? And I'm how? I'm not saying that you think you're thinking too highly of marriage. I think you're just thinking too lowly of heaven. Don't come yet, Lord. I want to travel. I want to see New Zealand. I want to go to the little hobbit town there. And I'm just hobbit town? Heaven. I'm thinking it's up here a little bit higher. We just need to get a clear vision of heaven so that we will place our hope in the right location, and that it's not all about this life.